Well, for this edition of On the Town, we find ourselves down in Cole Harbor at the always glamorous Westin Bayshore Hotel.
For the extraordinary Emilia Romagna dinner put on by the Italian Chamber of Commerce and the Italian Consulate. It's just an incredible dinner, and it's celebrating International Italian Cuisine Week.
I think we're going to eat really well tonight. Now, we know this because we love Italian food, but also we were here last year as your host, and we covered the event. So let's go check out the party, and then we'll get on stage. Okay, Lita, tell us, our viewers and me, what we're looking at right now.
Absolutely the real thing. And I was there last year with the Italian Chamber of Commerce, sent me on the educational tour, True Italian Taste, and I got to go to the factory and see how this was made. I can't wait for them to show us, as they open this up, what's inside.
Well, there's going to be cheese in there, right? I don't know if
Don't tell everyone.
Oh, sorry.
Jeff.
Okay. Well, one of the cool things about emceeing this event this year, again, is we get to sneak in here before the crowd comes in, and before we eat a huge meal, we're enjoying some gelato, because that's who we are.
And this is Uno Gelato. They've been around for a while. They got a great story. And can you give us a little peek about the story?
Yeah, tell us, Jameson, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Uno Gelato is a Vancouver-based company. Our home location is in Kitsilano, where all the gelato is made and produced. We have two other locations, one at Stamps Landing and one at Burrard Landing as well, at the Convention Center. Yeah, we're looking forward to the year ahead, and hopefully the weather turns good soon.
No.
Well, but you've got some incredible flavors, and it really does set itself apart from a lot of the gelato
Yeah, what are you having
places.
there, Lee?
Pear.
You're having, the pear sorbetto, so it is a vegan flavor with the Italian pears that we brought in. And you have tried the Italian Amareno cherry.
Which is gulping down.
I'm gulping down. You can tell I'm a little hungry, actually. That's right. This is great. Thanks for the snack before we get into the evening ahead.
So this is always just such an incredible event that the Italian Chamber is a part of. Tell us why it's so important to have the True Italian Taste dinners.
Okay, well, you know, the thing is a lot of these products that are produced in Italy and all parts of Europe for that matter, represent centuries and generations of artisanry and craftsmanship. So whether it's the Parmigiano like I've got here, or a great wine, or a product like prosciutto, or even out of the UK like a Stilton cheese, or champagne from France. Those represent generations and centuries of craftsmanship and workmanship that gone into them. They're very unique products, so it's important to protect those brands, to protect the workmanship, so that when people buy the product here, they know they're getting the real thing. They're not getting an imitation.
Absolutely, and I went to Italy for you guys last year, and I got to taste so much of the real thing, and I understand why you're defending that. Now, this campaign only started in 2016. What do you see the vision for the campaign?
I think the campaign will continue because, you know, they're beginning to recognize that this education of the Canadian public, American public, or, you know, other publics in the world is very important because everybody wants to be assured when they're shopping, when they're buying something, they're buying the best things for their family. And if they're going to be spending good money, they want to make sure they get the real thing. You know, it's like the old Coca-Cola commercial. It's the real thing. Well, this is the real thing when you're talking about Parmigiano, or if you're talking about a fine Chianti, or if you're talking about a champagne.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for spending some time. We've got people are starting to get into the dinner here, and we're gonna enjoy it.
Okay, grazie, buon appetito, buon divertimento. E alla prossima.
You know, Lita can talk to all the big important consulate people, but I talk to the people that really matter, the chefs. And this is one of the best one. I kid her. This is one of Lita's favorite chefs, one of mine. Giovanni, talk about your involvement here tonight.
Well, I'm one of the guys come here to help the Italian Chamber of Commerce. Usually I'm the prosciutto slicer because I'm become an expert in the slice of prosciutto.
You do a lot more than that. Talk about how the food scene has really developed here in Vancouver over the years. You've been around a long time.
Yeah, I start to get really, really involved. People that start to know a little bit more about Italian food, perhaps. They want to know more, so it's not just eating, but they want to know the culture and what's the background of the prosciutto, like a prosciutto di Parmigiano.
Now, would it be rude if while you're talking still, I took some of this to eat while you're talking?
No, you should. Let me slice a couple slices for you. About
Oh, I get two. Okay. One last question for you.
Yes.
Talk about the association that you belong to, a little more about them.
Well, my association is based in Italy, and in Canada we have a few guys from Italy, and not only from Italy, but even Canadian chefs that study Italian cuisine. So we try to enlarge not only Italian chef, but Canadian too. And we try to filter the Italian product. We try to teach them the right pronunciation and the concept of Italian product.
You're a good man. Always like talking to you. Lita will be jealous that I got to talk to you tonight, but congratulations and continued success.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Check it. Bye.
We're delighted to be back here again this year as your hosts and your media representatives.